click the link below or go straight to mr.locario.com to get the documentary Game Kings, The Definition of Game. Yo, what's going on? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy, the dating game. What's good? So in this video, this video right here is very important because I want to explain something very simple to you guys that hopefully is going to change your perspective on when it comes to you dealing with women, right? So I get people sometimes, they ask me, they're like, Mr. Locario, why you be charging these girls to the game so quick, man? Why you just be like kicking these girls to the curb? Like, aren't you like leaving pussy on the table, right? Aren't you like missing out? Because if you would have like stuck it in there, if you would have like just kept going, wouldn't you have gotten that girl? Listen, let me tell you guys something. Every girl, listen to me now. Every girl that you've dealt with who's made it difficult for you to get with her, or who gave you the runaround, or who's giving you resistance, right? Every single woman that you've encountered and dealt with who has been this way has made it easy for another guy. I'm gonna say it again. Every woman who's made it difficult, who's been uncooperative, who shows resistance to you, who, is basically, having an attitude with you, all that other stuff, right? Every girl you dealt with like that has made it easy for another guy. Facts. So what does this mean? This means that women are going to make it easy for one guy and make it difficult for another guy. So when you understand this is when you'll stop wasting time with women. Right? This is when you will charge them to the game easily. Because when you're interacting with a chick and she's being on some BS, right? And she's like being a time waster and she's giving you the runaround, you say to yourself, wait a second, there's a guy who she has or will make it easy for. And you got to ask yourself, wait a second, if she's making it difficult for me, then that means I'm not the guy she's making it easy for. So why am I going to jump through hoops? Why am I going to try to overextend myself to try to get with this woman when I could just find a woman who's going to make it easy for me? See, this is what I try to teach guys, is that you want to find the women who have high interest. Those are the ones who's going to make it easy for you. What sense does it make to be going through a whole bunch of nonsense to try to get a girl when that same exact girl is going to make it easy for another guy? Right? How do you look, chasing after some chick who, that same exact chick, when she deals with another guy, he doesn't have to chase? How you look spending a lot of time, energy, or money on a chick when there's another guy who is gonna basically get this woman with the least amount of effort? So why are you doing it? It doesn't make sense. See, a lot of guys have been conditioned to think that in order to get a woman, that it has to be a challenge, that it has to be difficult. You have to get over some hurdle. You have to really try your hardest to seduce this woman, to persuade her to want to fuck with you. right? But see, a lot of times what happens is guys will think that because they may not necessarily have as much experience dealing with women, so they haven't experienced women just being extremely cooperative. Because see, what you have to understand is that there's a difference between attraction and seduction. I've talked about this before, right? See, attraction is when a woman is basically cooperating heavy with little to no resistance, right? I just did a video the other day where I was talking about all objections from a woman is, that means there's a lack of interest there, right? And what I'm saying is that when there's attraction, there's no objections, there's no resistance, or, there's little to no resistance, and things run smoothly. So an example of attraction would be, let's say I, meet a girl on the street or something like that, right? And I stop her and I'm like, hey, miss, how you doing? And she's like, oh, hey, what's up? And I'm like, hey, listen, I stopped you because I thought you were really attractive. And I was thinking, me and you could get together sometime and, hang out. And she's like, oh, yeah, that sounds cool. And then you're like, all right, well, cool. Take your phone out and take down my number. And she takes her phone out. She takes down your number. And you're like, hey, text me right now, whatever. And she texts you, now you got her number, right? And then you say, hey, well, listen, it was good talking to you. You give her a hug, little kiss on the cheek, and you tell her, hey, hit me up, tomorrow, whatever, right? And then she walks away, and then she hits you up the next day. That's attraction. That means that in this situation, she was attracted to you. And because she was attracted to you, what happened was that the situation went smoothly without there being any, conflict. There wasn't any resistance. You see what I'm saying? There was no objections in the situation because she was feeling you like that. See, and a lot of times in that, attraction situation, it's a combination of your looks, appearance, behavior that makes her attracted to you, and which makes her cooperate because she's like, man, this guy, this is a man right here. I want to see what this is about. I want to get shit popping with this guy, right? That's attraction. Now, seduction means that there is resistance there. That means there's objections there. And because there's resistance, because there's objections, you have to seduce. So what is seducing? Seducing is persuading. So let's do the same scenario, but in a way of seduction. So I'm walking down the street, see a girl. Hey, miss, how you doing? And then she keeps like walking. She didn't stop me. I'm like, hold on. Stop for a second. Right. So then she stops. And I'm like, hey, I stopped you because, I thought you were really attractive. And I was thinking me and you should like get together and, hang out sometime or whatever. And then she's like, oh, thanks. But, I don't know. I'm not really looking for anything right now. And then I'm like, oh, come on, girl. Listen, we're two, young, cool adults. Like, how about, we just take some time to get to know each other. You know what I mean? I think it'll be beneficial for both of us. And then she's like, I don't know. I just kind of got out of a relationship. And, I don't know, I'm not really looking for anything right now. And then I'm like, well, listen, hold on. How about this? I give you my number and you put my number in your phone and, text me right now. So she puts the number in the phone. She texts me, whatever. And I say, look, think about it, tonight. And then if you want to hang out, just hit me up tomorrow and we'll talk. Right. So that's a form of like seduction. Seduction really means is that you're just persuading a situation to happen, right? Now, let's say, if we extend the example, let's say she doesn't hit you up and then you hit her up and then you try to get her out and you get her out and then, you go back and forth and let's say something happens with that girl and you make something happen with her, right? All of that is still seduction because you had to persuade her to make the situation happen versus when there was attraction, there was no resistance or no objection. So there was no need to persuade. Right now, again, there's nothing wrong with seduction because you can still get sex with chicks by seducing them in that, in that manner, right? And I actually teach, some seduction on the Bad Boy membership, right? But mainly what I want to get guys to do is I want to get guys to be more about the attraction portion of the situation. I look at this is mainly how I do game and how I teach game, right? I teach about attraction sprinkled in with some seduction, right? So what I teach guys is to be or become the most attractive guy they can be, so that when they interact with women cooperate easily. You understand? Like, so what that means is that you'll find more high interest women. You're going to find more women who are going to cooperate from the jump. You understand? Because see, all of this is still a numbers game, because what happens is that the reason why I like to focus more on the attraction part, meaning like becoming that attractive guy, so when you interact with women, they're more cooperative, is because off the bat, if they're more cooperative, it's more likely that sex is going to happen. It's more likely that you're going to have a more smoother experience when you're dealing with women. Now, although seduction is good, what happens is that because the girl was already iffy, there's a chance that she still might not pull through. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning that you have a chance that it could happen, and then you have an equal chance that it might not. So a lot of guys, when they talk about seduction, sometimes they make it seem as if, well, if I seduce this girl, I persuade her, I try to keep going, that, it's automatically going to work, or it's going to work most of the time, which isn't true. You understand what I'm saying? What happens is that you could do all of that and you can still not get the girl. So now you wasted a lot of time with this one woman when you could have been talking to multiple other women. And out of those multiple other women, you could have found the ones who have high interest in you, and everything would have went smoother. Now, again, like I was saying earlier in the video, is that women, every chick that you dealt with who was giving you a hard time, they had or they will find a guy who they're going to make it easy for, right? And they're going to make it easy for that guy because they're attracted to him. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is I want you guys to be able to become more attractive, so that when you're dealing with these women, right, you're going to find more women who have high interest, and therefore it's going to be a little bit easier for you to deal with them because they're going to make it easy. Remember, these women are choosing how to react and respond to men. You understand? They're choosing this. And what happens is that when they're attracted to the guy, they're like, oh, well, shit, I like this dude, so I gotta come at it this way. You understand what I'm saying? And if they're just kind of like, about a guy, you understand, they'll just be like on some whatever shit, and that guy's gonna have to seduce her if he wants to get with her. You understand? That's basically how it goes. Now, again, like I said, there's nothing wrong with seducing, because sometimes, you might see a chick that you're really feeling, and if you know how to seduce correctly, if she's not all the way attracted to you, you can get some shit popping in some sort of capacity if, it goes down that direction, right? But what happens is that in general, when it's a situation where it's just attraction, where she's just flowing with the situation smoothly because she's attracted to you, right? More times than not, that's the type of chick you're going to be able to get things going with. You understand? So you guys have to understand that women are going to choose how to act towards certain guys. So that woman's making a choice to be difficult to you, and then she's going to make a choice to be easy to this guy. Just like I used this example before, like with a lot of guys, you hear a lot of guys on YouTube complain like, oh, black women this, black women that. And I'm like, okay, well, when the black women get around the white boys, she's super cooperative. That, you know, that chick who had the attitude, that black woman who had the attitude problem, and that uncooperative black woman, she was super cooperative with Chad. You understand what I'm saying? So what happened? It's that she was choosing to be cooperative with Chad because she was attracted to him. You understand? And being attracted is not just about looks. I know how you, oh, so is it just about looks? No. Yes, looks can play a part in it, but it's not just about looks. Because you can look good and the chick still won't be attracted to you. You understand? Just because you look good doesn't automatically mean she's going to be attracted to you. That can play a part in it, but it's not just that. You understand? Like I said, it's a combination: looks, appearance, behavior. You understand? And so what happens is that combination is the thing that is going to make her attracted. See, I remember even I was on an online dating site, and you know, the girl, she liked my pictures or whatever and all that other stuff, right? But one of the things she said that made her really want to come see me, she was like, I like the fact that you were direct, you were bold, and you made plans quickly. You understand what I'm saying? Like, she basically said that turned her on. You understand? So it was a combination of the way I looked, my appearance, and my behavior, which made her cooperate that easily. There was no resistance with this woman. There was no objections. You understand? I was like, yo, let's get together this day, this time. She's like, okay, cool. Sounds good. All that other stuff. And we met up. Everything was cool. The situation was just straight. Like, it was just so smooth. You understand? We met up. We got a drink for like fucking 5 minutes. And then we went to a hotel and banged it out. You feel what I'm saying? No resistance. No objections. Why? Because she had high interest in me. Why? Because she was attracted. It's that simple. So guys, understand that you're going to have women out here who are going to treat you or deal with you in a way where it's resistance, is uncooperative behavior, all that other stuff. And that same girl is going to treat another guy differently, and she's going to make it easy for him. So whenever you see or recognize or realize that you're dealing with a chick who is treating you in that way where she's being uncooperative and she's being all over the place and she's being resistant, right? Understand that you are choosing to stay in that situation. You're choosing to be that guy. And see, this is why I charge them to the game, because I refuse to be that guy, knowing that she's going to be a different way with another guy. Like, I'm not going to sit here and deal with your fuckery knowing that you're choosing to be on some fuck shit. What? Does that make any sense? No, I'm going to charge you to the game, and I'm going to find a woman who's going to make it easy for me. I'm going to find the woman who's attracted to me to make it easy for me. Simple. Click the link below and get your bad boy gear. Get the t-shirts, Submissive Women Are Sexy, Binary as Fuck, and I'm God to these hoes. Click the link below to get your bad boy gear today. Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below.